Hello everyone, it is Shankar and we're going to talk a little bit about crypto. I haven't made a video in a week. The reason being that I was really active in trading more than ever. Trading is actually that I have recently started doing, which is new. That might be a surprise to you, but there's different levels of how you can interact with crypto. And I'm actually going to go over those today so that those of you who might not see those different levels, the distinctions, can at least be in the know what is possible. If you want to stay up to date, subscribe to my newsletter, crypto.lifestyle. I'll make sure that I always send you a note when something really important happens. In the world of crypto, every second something important happens, so it is difficult to distinguish. And what I'm doing is I'm watching hours and hours of other experts talking because I have the luxury to do so. And then I just take the technicality out of it a little bit. I think not all of you want to constantly look at charts and technical analysis, but still be able to navigate this exciting world of crypto. And it is something, my dear friends, that you cannot ignore. It would be a very grave mistake to ignore it and just say, I'm not going to be part of it. You will just feel like you have missed the most important opportunity in your lifetime to create life-changing wealth, to transform the way you hold and store value into what is next for the future. Right now, most people who are wealthy still see real estate as the best asset to preserve wealth and to pass on their wealth onto others, onto their heirs. And a lot of very smart people these days say that this may change in the future. And I'm actually of that opinion as well. As I am building my wealth, there was a time where I wanted to buy more real estate, build up that portfolio, but I have no desire whatsoever to do that right now. I just want to acquire as many as possible of those valuable tokens that, in my opportunity, are the future of wealth preservation and storage of wealth and transfer of wealth. We are talking about the biggest cryptos that are often referred to as the layer ones. So definitely Bitcoin as the father of crypto or the mother of crypto. And then we have, of course, Ethereum and Solana. There's a lot of different tokens that come out, but definitely I would say that Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana should be part of what you are holding. All right, let's move on to who is crypto for. I think with crypto being in the news so much, it's just important for you to know what is out there, who is it for. I think it is for everyone. You should just look at the different levels of involvement and then decide for yourself, this is the level that is right for me. Honestly, this is like physical exercise. It's for everyone, right? It's just you need to decide whether you want to take a walk every morning, you want to go to the gym 2 or 3 times a week, or you want to go to the gym and be a gym rat and work out several hours every day because you are an athlete. So it's the same with crypto. It belongs into your life. It is something that I believe you deserve to have access to build up your wealth. You just need to know what's right for me. So I think for most of you, what is realistic and probably the right choice is just holding. And within the world of crypto talk, we actually don't say holding, we say hodling. But what you are doing is you are holding the most important coins that you have conviction in for the long term. This is actually what I did over the past decade. I was just a hodler. I was just holding Bitcoin. And I didn't worry about the short-term movements, about the ups and downs. At some point, I remember it was at $60,000 per coin, then it was at 20,000. Now, at the time I'm recording this video, it is very close to 100,000 per Bitcoin. I didn't care. I just made sure I slowly but surely, when I had some money left at the end of the month, I invested into Bitcoin. And it's been a very good decision. And I think it will continue being a very good decision. We are just at the beginning of what I believe will be a global change of how institutions and nation states and wealthy individuals and even everyone within the middle class will think of storing and growing their wealth. We are just at the beginning of it. And what is really going to add fuel to the fire, what is like an accelerant, is the changes that are about to happen in the United States as President Trump and his team will take charge of the nation that, in terms of finance, has the strongest impact on the world. Whether you like to hear that or not, it is absolutely the truth. Legislation will be made that will make it easier for crypto. There's going to be a lot of red tape removed. There's going to be a lot of rules that are going to be made crypto friendly. And you will see a wave of money flowing into Bitcoin ETFs, into Ethereum ETFs. My guess is that a lot of nation states, just as El Salvador has already done, a lot of nation states out of Asia and the Middle East will put a lot of their wealth into so-called Bitcoin treasuries. And the reason for doing so is actually very smart, is because they take fiat money and put it into an asset that is by definition limited and will grow in value. And then there is a chance to escape that never-ending cycle of growing debt. I think that will be a very healthy move. It is definitely something that is for the medium to long term, but it will happen. So, for most of you, going back to the question at hand, holding your crypto coin of choice is the best idea. If you really have no idea which coin to pick, I think it is fair to say that you can't go wrong with Bitcoin. Understand that we are at a high right now, and Bitcoin will have a medium-term correction where the value will drop a little bit, but it will also go up again. It will go up to, definitely, most experts say that it will go up to at least $200,000 within the next 2 years. Some who are like extremists think it can go up to $1 million. We'll see. The good thing is, the sure thing is, it will go up. I actually recorded a video about how to approach holding Bitcoin. I'm gonna make sure it's referenced in the description of this video. Let's move on to the next category, and those are the ones that invest. So investing in cryptocurrencies is a medium-term activity. You want to understand the movements of cryptocurrencies, the different phases. You want to make decisions where you say, today I'm going to buy a certain cryptocurrency so that I can sell it later for a gain. And you're probably looking at weeks or months between those decision points. So we call those the swing traders. Most of you, if you're not into crypto, are not equipped to be part of that category of crypto investors, just simply because you don't have enough time to study the markets every single day and make the right decisions. If you want to be an investor, let alone a trader, it takes time. If you don't give it the proper time where you inform yourself every day and you study the markets, you are going to lose a lot of money. So for most of you, it's about holding. For those of you who are interested in investing, it is a skill that needs to be learned. And there are plenty of great content creators out there who take the time to teach you for free. I'm a huge fan of the Crypto Banter team. They go live every day. They put out videos every day. And you're going to have to be okay with watching those shows and looking at charts and technical analysis, scouting the environment for news that will impact the world of cryptocurrencies. The last category, which is the short-term trading, that is for really advanced investors who know how to look at the charts as they maybe move intraday or within a few days time frame, and they constantly hop in and out of the markets where they sell high, buy low, sell high non-stop. It's very interesting when it comes to trading and investing assets. They most often, for most of the time, they fluctuate between boundaries. And once you get the hang of what the dynamics and the nature of those fluctuations are, you can constantly be buying low and selling high. But again, it sounds easy. The execution is not quite that easy. There's a lot of discipline, a lot of knowledge, and a lot of skill that goes into it. And I think the natural progression is from being someone who's interested, watching maybe this video, going into holding, going into investing, and then going into trading. I am personally right at the cusp. I think I'm in between being an investor and a trader. I have a lot of fun with it, and I'm starting to discover the power of trading in the short term. There is a lot of power in the short-term trading when you open yourself to using leverage, which basically means that you borrow against your assets to trade in the short term. It's very powerful. It's also very dangerous because you can lose a lot of money very fast if you don't know what you're doing. Again, sign up for my newsletter if what I say sounds interesting to you and you just want to, at the very least, be up to date and leverage my time, because I spend hours and hours every day studying the markets and watching those experts again. If you want to skip me altogether and go straight to the experts, I highly recommend Crypto Banter. These guys put out so much valuable content for free. It's incredible. Next, we want to, since we are in November of 2024, we need to talk a little bit about Bitcoin is very close at breaking the $100,000 mark. And what a lot of experts think is that once that has been achieved, because it is such a psychological barrier as well, Bitcoin might take a breather and go down a little bit, which is called a correction. And if you are a holder, that should not even matter to you, right? There's a short correction, that's fine. The correction will be overcome and Bitcoin will just keep climbing. That's what I've been doing over the past decade. If you're an investor right now, you might start to think about maybe I should take advantage of Bitcoin being probably at a high, which I'm not saying that is the case. It could still go to 120,000, right? We don't know that. But a lot of experts say take some of the profits that you have produced by holding Bitcoin and maybe put those into cash. Maybe consider investing into altcoins, because what happens is when Bitcoin is getting exhausted and is slowing down, investors are looking for other opportunities where growth is still possible, money can still be made, and we refer to that phase of the cycle as the altcoin cycle. So altcoins are essentially any coins that are not big Bitcoin, and definitely the most important altcoin you could consider right now, and this is not financial advice, just consider it, is Ethereum, because a lot of what happens in the world of cryptocurrencies is very much attached to the attention that people have, the awareness that people have. Think of the name of the coin as a brand. Have you ever heard of Ethereum? Yes, likely. Have you ever heard of AVAX? Probably not, unless you are an insider, a crypto savant. You have not heard of AVAX, but I'm quite sure you've heard of Ethereum. You've probably also heard of Solana. So those are altcoins that might be a lot stronger in the next phase here of the cycle than Bitcoin. So if you are an investor, if you are a trader, then maybe, just maybe, you want to clip some of your profits that you have from your Bitcoin position and hold a cash position to take advantage of a few very powerful entries in altcoins. And all of this is about to happen, according to the experts, between now and say mid-January, or the end of January, where this correction in Bitcoin is expected, where Bitcoin maybe drops by 20-30%, and then people panic, and a lot of those altcoins will initially drop too, but then they rebound. That's just what constantly happens in investing. When coins go up or the value of an asset go up, it also has a correction. It goes down and it hits an important barrier that are typically formed by price levels that have just kept relevant over the course of the existence of that asset. And then when it bounces off of these boundaries, that is a very interesting moment to enter into the coins. That is what a lot of investors, including myself, actually do wrong, is we buy when the asset goes up, and then when we see it going down, we panic a little bit and we sell. The true experts, the people that make money in this, actually do the exact opposite. They buy when it's low, when it's falling, and they have an idea of when it stops falling, obviously, and they sell when it's reaching the top. That is how you make money. And the truth is that most people actually do not make money. Most people lose money. When it comes to this trading, there's always your gain is someone else's loss. And I think it's going to be forever true that most people will lose and a minority is gaining. And the aim really with these videos is that you are part of the people who are gaining. I think part of the altcoin category is also the term meme coins. Meme coins are coins that don't really have a role other than a cultural sentiment behind which people rally. And that in itself is enough for meme coins to really attract millions, sometimes billions of dollars. And I think they have a very important mission in the overall ecosystem, and that is attract new people through gamification, if you will, into crypto, into understanding digital assets. And once they see that they can actually make money with it, that they can have fun with it, that there's a whole ecosystem around cryptocurrencies, then they might move on to the more mature coins. And those are the Bitcoins, the Ethereums, and a myriad of other coins that are attached to projects that follow a narrative, such as AI or infrastructure or what have you. There's so much to know. I think I want to finish this video with telling you that I have a strong conviction that if you don't adopt cryptocurrencies, you are going to severely miss out on the future. This is the time that is akin of when the internet started to be important and you had your first e-commerce sites and you were still the one saying, no, I'm not gonna give my credit card to the internet. I don't trust this. No, I'm not gonna spend the time learning how to navigate the internet because I think it's a waste of time. No, I'm not gonna start building my social media accounts, my online presence for my business because I think It is not going to be something that will stay around. It's just a fad. This needs to be a warning for you. I heard a guest on Crypto Banter this morning say that essentially, I'm paraphrasing this right now, but crypto will conquer the world. It will eat up the world's finances. It is a very cataclysmic shift into how wealth is held, how finances work, and how money is being transferred. And nobody can stop it because it is just underlyingly a superior technology compared to traditional finance. The way banks send each other money is antiquated. It is a system that's called SWIFT and that still relies on really antiquated technology, really. And yes, I know there's going to be a lot of people who see this video who are probably part of traditional finance who have a big problem with me saying that, but that's okay. All I can say is that I am convinced that if you don't embrace digital currencies and digital assets right now, much faster than you think, you will reach a point where you just feel like the train left without you. And you don't want to be in that situation. So if you have watched this to the end and you're like, I'm not sure if I'm ready for this, but I definitely want to have a chance to stay up to date, sign up to my newsletter, and also watch that video that I have titled Bitcoin over Latte, which essentially goes into how you dollar cost average into Bitcoin. The link to that video is in the description. Make sure you position yourself in a way where you don't miss out on the future. Make sure you navigate everything safely. Don't make any rushed decisions. Everything I say is my personal opinion, is meant to be educational. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm not accredited for that. Just make sure you take care of yourself and your future.